In 1812, Napoleon invaded Russia, and it went really bad. He lost over 400,000 troops. The Grand Armée was destroyed, and this marked the beginning of the end for Napoleon's empire. But what if he didn't? What if Napoleon never invaded Russia? Today we explore a world where Napoleon uses his brain and doesn't march millions into the Russian snow. First, a quick rewind. Napoleon was dominating Europe. He crushed Austria, humiliated Prussia, and turned Spain into his personal chaos simulator. But Russia? They were supposed to be allies. Until they bailed on his continental system. No trading with Britain or you're dead to me. Napoleon got mad. Russia got stubborn, and instead of talking it out like adults, he invaded. In winter. Nice. Now imagine he doesn't. No march to Moscow, no frozen Frenchmen, no logistical nightmare. Instead, Napoleon tightens his grip on Europe. Here's what happens. 1. The French Empire survives way longer. Without losing his army in Russia, Napoleon's still insanely powerful. Austria and Prussia, too scared to move. Britain, still isolated. 2. Russia becomes neutral or even friendly again. Instead of burning their own cities, they keep trading under the table. Napoleon turns a blind eye and everyone pretends it's fine. Classic diplomacy. 3. No Sixth Coalition in 1813. In real history, Napoleon's enemies pounced after his Russian disaster. But in this timeline, they stay quiet. They wait. And they wait too long. By 1815, the map of Europe looks very French. Italy, French puppet. Germany, French influence. Spain, still a mess, but less of one. Poland, loving the attention. Napoleon spends the next decade turning Europe into a superstate. No revolutions, no restoration of monarchies, just baguettes and bureaucrats. What about Britain? They stay the grumpy island yelling from across the channel. But without continental allies, they can't land a real punch. Colonial implications? Huge. Napoleon might focus on rebuilding French America or interfering in Latin American revolutions. Imagine Napoleon sending advisors to help Simón Bolívar. Yikes. By the mid-1800s, the French Empire is normalized. Kids grow up in Belgium, Italy, and Bavaria thinking Napoleon is just the guy in charge. No Waterloo, no exile, no tiny angry man pacing around Elba. Instead, Napoleon dies peacefully in a palace, with a 50-year reign behind him. French becomes the dominant European language. Legal systems across the continent run on the Napoleonic code. Europe becomes, well, France, but everywhere. All because he didn't invade Russia. One decision, one campaign that never happened, and boom, Europe belongs to Napoleon. But without the Russian disaster, the history of Europe, war, and even empire itself takes a completely different path.
What do you think? Would Napoleon's empire have lasted? Would France rule Europe today? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget, subscribe for more alternate history adventures only on History's Fork.